The U.S. is preparing to send fresh military assets to the Middle East, including a carrier strike group and a fighter squadron. It is bracing for a further escalation of hostilities as Iran vows retaliation for the killing of a senior Hamas leader in Tehran earlier this week. It blames Israel for the attack. Israel has not commented publicly either way. New today, the U.S. Embassy in Beirut, Lebanon, is telling Americans who want to get out of the country to book any ticket available. It's also warning those who do not leave that they, quote, should not rely on the U.S. government for assisted departure or evacuation in a crisis. I want to bring in now retired U.S. Army Major.
Israel has a right to defend itself. A talking point. A lot of times the government and institutions will come up with a fancy, tagline or something. And they do this, they pick certain words because of the potential impact, right? Open borders is another one, right? These words are chosen very wisely and repeated by design, right? Behind closed doors, it's discussed. Keep saying Israel has a right to defend itself when you're speaking, right? Keep saying open borders all the time, open borders, open borders, open borders, open borders. So when you, the citizens, use these exact same phrases, then that means that they have effectively manipulated you. These are not your ideas. These are ideas and exact words presented to you that you are running around using. You've been played. So forget about Israel's supposed right to defend itself. Let's separate what Israel chooses to do on its own from what we choose to be a part of and what we enable as the United States of America. Right? So I know there's some people going to take offense and they're going to want me to focus on how many people are being killed and all this kind of stuff in Israel. This video is not about that. I'm specifically talking to the people who are walking around talking about Israel has a right to defend itself, right? Just like the good little tools of our government that they are. So my focus is on only our involvement. I've said this before, I'll say it again. Joe Biden's weakness is exposing us to a big threat. A lot of our troops' lives are being put in danger by Joe Biden. He's been doing it for a while. By his soft politics with Israel. Making soft threats, which are mainly performative, while allowing Israel to do whatever the hell they want to do. Fake red lines, then saying there's no red line. We're going to defend Israel no matter what. There's no kind of guidelines or nothing. They can just do whatever they want to do and we're going to back them up. I mean, so in lockstep with Israel that we even say with strength and aggression that we're going to follow them to the depths of hell. Wherever Israel want to go, we going to go. Insanity. The supposed greatest country in the world, most powerful nation in the world, being Israel's bitch. Disgusting. It's one thing if we choose to help them for whatever reason, they're an ally, blah, blah, blah. It's another thing if we choose, it's not like we're choosing to help them. It's like we don't have a choice. It's like we're their bitch, right? Imagine there's a bully, right? And he's got some other kid doing his homework. The kid doing the homework is not an ally of the bully. He's not trying to help the bully. Right? He has no choice. That's us. We're doing Israel's homework. I think literally and figuratively. Not because we're helping. That's not the way it comes across. We don't come across as we have any power in the situation. Right? Because we say stuff, they ignore us. Right? Netanyahu comes to Congress and he gets standing ovations. What other situation do we see this behavior and it's not involving a bitch and bully relationship? Joe Biden is our commander-in-chief. He's the one enabling this behavior, sending all that money, those weapons to Israel so they can defend themselves. How about if Israel wants to defend themselves, they defend themselves. You do what you want to do. You want to be crazy? You want to do all kind of stuff? You want to be bombing in other countries? Right? Countries that have a lot of power to do a lot of damage to Israel? You want to do that? You do you, boo. the United States is not going to follow your recklessness. At least we shouldn't. Apparently we are, but we shouldn't. What happens when Iran does a big strike against Israel? And a major war begins. And now we got U.S. troops on the ground. What happens when another nation jumps in to defend Iran? How far to the pit, to the depths of hell, will Joe Biden allow America to be taken? With the support of all of you citizens who walk around talking about Israel has a right to defend itself. Well, let them defend themselves. We don't need to be involved. Right? We don't need to be involved. In fact, if we weren't involved, maybe this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Maybe Israel would have realized, wait a minute, we're one small country. We might need to be careful what we're doing. Because we might open up a can of worms. Our mouths might write a check that we can't cash. Right? Oh, bombing in Iran? Oh, no, let's not do that. We don't want to go to war with Iran. But since they know we're going to do whatever, we're going to follow them wherever they go, then it's like, yeah, we could bomb Iran. We could bomb anywhere we want to, because our bitch, the United States of America, and Joe Biden, is going to back us up. That's the kid in school, skinny kid, acting up, big mouth. I'm going to knock you out. Can't really fight. Skinny as hell. Mouthing off the guy twice his size. How? Why? That little skinny kid, oh, his brother. He's a beast. He's a beast. You lay one hand on his little brother, he is going to destroy you. If that beast of a brother happens to move to another state, all of a sudden that little kid, strange how his behavior changed real quick. All of a sudden he wasn't so mouthy anymore. Wasn't causing so much trouble anymore. It's almost like the big bad brother was the one enabling his little brother to cause all the chaos. Is the United States that big bad brother enabling a little brother to act a fool with no consequences? If you are okay with Israel defending themselves, then let them do it on their own. It'll be sad, all the lives to be lost. But then again, maybe not as many lives would have been lost without United States support. But regardless, it'll be sad, all the lives lost. But at least we don't also lose our lives. Our sons and daughters don't also lose their lives. Because a guy named Netanyahu knows the minute the war ends, his career ends. This is the Debate Me channel. Debate me in the comment section below. Click on the like button, subscribe, smash that bell. Be well. Somebody needs to stop this insanity before it goes too far. It's already gone too far. And stop repeating the words given to you by those who want to manipulate you into supporting their agendas, some of which you're not even aware of.